Hey Gender Blenders, this is Sean. It's week 52, which means Gender Blenders has been around for a whole year. Yay! Okay, this week's topic, how do you know when you're ready for transition? What advice would you give to those struggling with themselves to start transition? Did you struggle? So how do you know when you're ready for transitioning? First of all, look at all the risks. Seriously, for everything you're planning on doing, look at the risks. If you can't handle them, don't do it. But if you've looked at all the risks and you think it's worth it, then that's one part of you're ready to transition. I think you should also transition if you feel like you can't be at home with yourself the way you are. If you can't be happy without transitioning, you should do it. Otherwise, like if you're perfectly okay without transitioning, I don't really understand why you wouldn't. But clearly that's up to the individual, I guess. And how do you, one more thing, question yourself all the time. When it feels right, you're going to run out of questions, except for the one like, why haven't I done this yet, probably. I wrote down when your current status, whatever that may be, becomes intolerable, that's when you start. I already sort of said that. I'm reading from notes. That was probably obvious because I keep looking down. Anyway, yes, so what advice would I give to those struggling with themselves to transition? Do what's healthy for you and for your mind. Seriously, don't start things if they're going to be bad for you. Don't put things off if they're going to be bad for you. Don't go through life miserable because you're afraid of what might happen. It's a little bit contradictory to what I said earlier about the risks, but sometimes the need outweighs the risks, no matter what they are. Don't go through life wondering what might have been, being miserable because you're not doing anything about transitioning. Take the risks seriously and prepare for them if you can, but if it's right for you and you know it, then do it. That's my advice. Did I struggle? Yes, I did. I did a lot. When I first, I consider coming out, A, to yourself and B, to other people, to be part of transition. And coming out to myself was a big step. Like, I hadn't thought of it until I heard the word transgender and knew what it meant. And then I was always questioning myself, well, why haven't you thought of this before, kind of thing. Coming out to other people, that was a huge question. Like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be sane? Am I prepared for the hate that might come my way? And I decided I didn't care anymore and that it was something I needed to do. I needed to be myself, to figure out who and what I was. So that's my figuring out myself and coming out struggle. I'm also struggling with the issue of hormones and top surgery right now. I just keep questioning myself, and when I run out of questions, which I have for the top surgery, that is how I know I'm going to do it. I know the risks. You can't really, I don't feel like I can prepare to do anything about them, but I'm prepared that they might happen, and I'm going to go ahead with it anyway, if at all possible, which hopefully it is for me. So yeah, that was this week. I really hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye. By the way,